lock the fuck in on your goals. Don't make no excuses. Just keep working. The work is worth it. That right there, those 4 letters. Hardworking motherfucker. You don't got to be the tallest. You don't got to be the most handsome. You don't got to be the fucking smartest in the world. Okay? Just be you and work ungodly hard at it. Whatever it is that you're going to do for that given moment, you work your fucking balls off at. Okay, this is the coolest part of my life. Being a meathead and being able to sample your own products and come up with your own concoctions and flavors, and it's the funnest thing. Today, guess what? No hydraulic though. Doing some new shit. Doing a little bit of this. Just eyeballing it. We'll see what happens. Whoop. New flavors, new products, new fun stuff. That's probably the funnest part about having your own supplement company. Because there is a lot of stress. There's a ton of stress involved with it, just because, dude, there's so many moving parts, so many moving SKUs, people. Cool shit fucking outweighs all the stress though. But, everybody, hello. We're here doing a back day. I was gonna say back. We're doing pull day. Right now, first off, thank you guys. If you have not watched the last video that I posted about locking in, the positive feedback, I fucking love it. I'm glad that I was able to speak to the masses like we intended to do with the video. Keep being good motherfuckers. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Watch out for your friends and watch out for yourself. But where are we now? Oh, pretty good. Sour motherfucker. Pull day, back in biceps. So recently, the last video, okay. Calm down, Seth. 2 weeks ago, I got the fucking flu. Whatever that flu virus was when it going around, I was shitting and puking my brains out for 2 straight days. Didn't eat anything whole for about 4 days. I lost over 10 pounds in 2.5, 3 days. It was ruthless. I was 210 pounds. In the video with me and Honey, I was like 226. And then I went down to 210 pounds. Like, holy fuck. You saw the injury, my quad's healed up, just has a little piece missing there on my vastus medialis, my teardrop. There's like a little piece right there, just like a little indent. But I wanted to get surgery on my ankle. I had it scheduled for today, actually, and then I ended up having to cancel it. Hannah and I sat down. We went through everything that we have going on in the spring with gymnastics and the schedule with work for both of us, the kids and everything. There's never a real good time to do it, but her and I agreed that this was a very bad time, and we have a few things that we personally need to focus on. So we put it off for a month, and we're going to see where it goes, because right now I am just cleaning everything out. I wanted to get blood work done, and then I got sick, so now I was 216 this morning, so my weight's finally going back up. Just a fucking plethora of bullshit. But again, no excuses, just get back in your fucking groove and start working. That's all it is. Just keep working, don't let it all phase you. Just kind of how it goes. So, no bro split. We're doing push-pull legs and functional training. 1 to 2 functional workouts a week. Pretty much mobility and just functionality, making sure that my shoulders are still stay mobile. Having a fucking 4-year-old just getting up and down off of the ground, just laying down and standing back up, doing burpees, simple shit. Bro, it's hard, and especially getting older. And this is fucked up to say, but I gotta say it. Being on the gear that I was, the 200 mgs a test every other day, the 450, 600 mgs of Primo during the week, and then going back down to 100 mgs a test every 3 days. Well, my body doesn't feel the same right now. It fucking sucks, dude. It's not fun.
I'm right there with you, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't feel, you're because it was forever, it was, just a steady dose of test in my growth hormone. I even stopped taking growth hormone because my fucking fingers, I lost strength in my thumb. I can't feel these 2 fingers at all. They are fucking numb. So I stopped taking growth hormone. Prisk is on my ass about, he's like, hey, dude, you got carpal tunnel like a motherfucker. I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, doing all these tests. I'm like, Serostim, the side effects. Never had a fucking side effect from growth my entire career. I get old, I got fucking side effects. So it's fun. But no, so main focus now with push-pull legs. I like doing push-pull legs and functional training. Like I said, nothing too crazy with the functional stuff just because I don't need to break another fucking ankle or do anything crazy. But mobility, functional training, back to doing a lot of cardio in the morning. And then just making sure we clean the body out, resensitize to everything. The food, I backed off food. I backed off all the gear, obviously. Push-pull legs, what we're training today is pull. Probably 4 exercises of back and 2 exercises of bicep. The bicep exercise, I love hammer curls. I love preacher curls, concentration curls, basic stuff. Man, that is delicious and sour, motherfucker. With push-pull legs, I love push-pull legs and functional training because I spend a little less time in the gym. It's keeping me in great shape. I like how I look for everything that I'm doing because it gives me that split of like the bodybuilder stuff and then also some functionality to make sure like I feel healthier, so to say, just because I'm able to, whenever SJ's with me, I do my push-ups and sit-ups and, playing with him, fucking around, throwing football, that stuff when he's here with me. So if you are in that realm of saying like, I don't have the 5 to 6 days a week to do bro split, I only have like 3 to 4 days a week to work out. Push-pull legs functional training. I've said it over and over, bro split and bodybuilding holds a fucking sweet place in my heart. I am a meathead through and through, but a lot of the times most of us just want to look better, feel better, fuck better. Push-pull legs functional training. So, and with that as well, you can look at a push-pull legs, I'm writing programs out, so stay tuned, of push-pull legs from a like putting on size concept. Like, I'm trying to thicken up with push-pull legs and a little functional training. Or I'm trying to do a little bit of a cut. I'm trying to put into an 8-week cut of push-pull legs and functional training. So I look at that because it condenses training so you're not doing one body part per day for a 6 to 7 day split where you're like, I'm not gonna make it to the gym that much. I can only do 3 to 4 days a week. How can I work this into my program and still look good, feel good, fuck good, look better, be confident in myself? So I do like that. Just depends on your goals and where you're at in life. But today, pull. Of course, we're gonna start and do some pull-ups. We're gonna probably do some barbell rows, a little bit of low row action, and we'll go through it all. You'll see it all. Be good.
Quarters in session, a verdict is in. No appeal on the docket today, just my own sin. The walls cold and pale, the cage made of steel. Screams fill the room, alone I drop and kneel. Silence now the sound, my breath the only emotion around. Demons cluttering around, my face showing no emotion. Shackled by my sentence, expecting no return. Here there is no penance, my skin begins to burn. So I held my head up high, hiding hate that burns inside.
Pull-ups and pull-downs are not the same thing. And even assisted pull-ups are not the same as unassisted pull-ups. I will say this, I don't care how advanced you are, assisted pull-ups will always work because at some point, no matter where you are, you're going to fail with doing pull-ups. From a bodybuilder or pretty much anybody who's not like a crazy athlete. And staying super controlled, because with this, we're trying to build up your entire back. And with pull-ups, I believe it's the best overall back exercise you can do. Again, wide grip, a little more of a narrow grip, reverse grip, the angled grip you have here, all of them. all the grips. Warm your back up. This is my first exercise. 5 to 6 sets, depending on how I feel. 8 to 12 reps per set. And then after that, we're gonna move into barbell rows. But pull-ups. Pull-downs and pull-ups are not the same. Don't think that you can replace them as such. They are not. I learned that because as an amateur, I was like, man, I don't know why my back's not as good as my front. Like, it still was okay, but once I started doing pull-ups, back changed. Back changed. Do pull-ups.
All held captive out from the sun, the sun that shines on only sun. We don't make our own one. I hear a thunder in the distance, see a vision of a cross. I feel the pain that was given on a sad day of loss. A lion roars in the darkness, only he holds the key. A light to free me from my burden and grant me life eternally. Should have been there on a Sunday morning, banging my head. No time for mourning, ain't got no time. Should have been there on a Sunday morning, banging my head. No time for mourning, ain't got no time. So I held my head up high. I ain't
The
that
ISO row.
inside, so it feels insane.
Awesome. You guys like the new pump cover? Specifically cut just for you. We're gonna be selling this in February. We sent the one that I cut up to the manufacturer like we did the Seth cuts, and this is it. And also, you're gonna fucking like this part of it. Everybody loved the old school pump covers. The look, the material, the old Gildans that we used whenever we first launched everything, 2016, they were the Gildan 50/50s. So they were 50% cotton, 50% polyester. So we went on a hunt for years to find custom new materials that stretch, that are better, that are a little longer. Because the old pump covers from Gildan, dude, you raised your arms and anybody that was super tall thing came up past your belly button. So we specifically designed this in 50/50 material. So it's just like those, but they're a little longer. They're not super short like the old ones. There's a good stretch to them, 50/50. Old school look. I fucking like it. So you'll see all the other cool shit we have, but we have 50/50 hoodies coming in February. You're gonna like the price point too. Old school shit, dude. I love it. That's the other cool part. So we got new products, new pre-workouts, old school fucking materials that are custom from back in the day. Great pricing. The team's killing it. I'm super cool. But back to ISO rows. I love this exercise. One of my favorite back exercises is one-arm dumbbell rows. Some of the coolest pictures from back in the day. Me fucking fixing my reps, just fucking yanking the 140s. Like the ISO row, obviously, whenever you use this grip here, more of a neutral grip, you're gonna focus on your lat. I also like using this overhand grip here. I like the overhand grip for two hands on a lighter, more moderate weight. Able to get a good squeeze on your upper back into your rhomboids. So yeah, again, still an ISO row. Using this grip is not the same as this grip, is not the same as this grip. They all have their variations and they all pinpoint your back as a very large muscle group. It's one of the reasons that I've years ago disliked the pull day, because I didn't have enough time to spend on my entire back. But again, pull still has a great day. But I'd like to used to do like 6-7 exercises on back day. That's too fucking much. So pull-ups, barbell rows, iso row, and then probably another high pull. We'll finish with maybe some close grip pull downs, maybe some hyper extensions, but that's also something you can do on back day or on leg day. Yeah, so just be mindful whenever you're doing this. More lat from this grip. Up here, more upper back into your rhomboids, teres major, teres minor. Good squeeze on the traps, like doing 2. And then again, where your elbow placement comes to, plays a role as well. Higher up here, whenever your elbows dip, you'll start to engage a little more of your lats. But if we want to keep that moderate weight, don't get too egotistical, keep that moderate weight, be able to pull up, keep your elbows up. I'll do a quick set real quick so you can see it. Up. But meanwhile, if you're here, keep your elbow tucked in for your lat, okay? You're gonna be able to do more weight with this grip than this overhand grip. More weight will be able to be pulled here. You're able to keep your elbow close to your lat, to your body, and pull in. And really get a good squeeze on your lat. Great also, if you pull, whenever I'm doing any type of back exercises to engage my lat even more, even lower lat at times, the concept I said years ago was hold guns in your hand. That way, if you take out your thumb and your index finger, whenever you engage too much with your thumb and your index finger, you're gonna involve a lot of your bicep and forearm. So, me back in the day, like I was saying, how I had a mediocre back with pull downs, I was pulling so much full grip and a lot of pressure was being gripped with this. So, because they're stronger than your pinkies. So I'd pull and I'd end up put a lot of weight on my forearms and my biceps. So I used to hold, you can look at old videos, doing back, I'd have my hands like this and even wrap these up. And the wraps, you'd see me let go of my index finger and even some of my thumb. And I'd be able to pull. I'm like, hey, I'm getting way better engagement throughout my entire back, especially my lats. And then on certain exercises like this, pull and get a great squeeze, my whole lat into my lower lat insertion. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. Especially with one-arm dumbbell rows. But it's something to get used to because you're also not gonna be able to pull the same weight. It's just, you gotta work back up into getting that strong forward back. I got 10 reps each side, nice and controlled, slower on the way down. If I did them at a faster pace, I probably could have got 18. Still would have engaged my lats, still would have been able to feel it, but again, I'm kind of toying around with a different concept. I'm usually, but I figured this was also a great time to be able to try a little bit of a different pace, see how it works. So far so good. I've been doing it on almost all of my exercises. But yeah, trial and error, have fun with it. Tempo plays a big role though. I'm still sweating, I still feel the shit. That's like old school shit. The cutoff, this exercise. So this exercise wrapped up reminds me of the Nasser, Jay Cutler, like all their old VHS tapes that I used to buy, DVDs. Like I just remember like them in the fucking, and like a hoodie, fucking stringer tank, fucking headbands. No matter, I'm fucking 40 now, and I still imagine those things, and still, as I'm doing them, think about watching those shots, because it's how I built my physique. Like when I'm doing these, and you see me bringing this down to right in front of my sternum, okay, and having your back arched like that, I used to pull it right to my chin, okay, and that's how I got tied up with a lot of forearm and bicep and engaging here, rather than putting it a little forward, arching your back, and then pulling with your pinkies, your ring and your middle finger, and you're whoa, into here, and you're like, oh, now I'm engaging my lats, and I feel it in my serratus when I stretch up. Or you could do reverse grips, and the same thing, just rip through your serratus, because when they'd have on their, let's take it off. Six Seth cut. But whenever they were doing this exercise, they're over here, you know, you're doing your reverse grip and you're pulling down with your serratus. So that way, whenever you go up in your front double bi, you got that. Now, I mean, sick lat vein. But that's the concept. So when I'm here, I'm thinking of fucking pulling with my serratus, pulling into the lat. That's all I'm envisioning as I'm doing this exercise. Whenever you're going into a pose, here, the serratus, the lat, up, front double bicep, the front lat, with all the shit coming together, your lat, your serratus, into your chest, cap delts. Me that fucking shit. As always, the workout's in the description. We put those in there so that you guys, I mean, dude, if you go through, you could build a whole entire program throughout the different workouts. Right now, we're doing push and pulls on biceps and triceps. I love an arm day. Love it. If you have an extra day in your workout to do something and you're not going to do more functional work, I do an arm day. Can never have too big of fucking arms. It's impossible. But some of my favorite exercises, I love hammer curls. Love them. They are one of the reasons that my arms actually got much thicker. My biceps got much thicker, in my opinion. But I love preacher curls. I love a machine preacher curl just because of the contraction you're able to get it, the connection that you're able to make with biceps, especially the majority of the time, gyms put preacher curl machines in front of mirrors. And you're able to make that connection because I believe with arm training, you need to be able to make that connection and have that contraction to get as much as you can out of it. So I love machine curls. I also love incline dumbbell curls. I hate them, but I love them. I hate them because I just don't like the way, I don't like the positioning. It's a little uncomfortable. However, every time I do them, great results. Biceps are sore. I get a great squeeze. I get a great feel. So yeah, but preacher, I love it whether it's plate loaded, old school, new school, the old school Nautilus preacher machines, love them. But with biceps real quick, the wider I go on a grip, the better of a squeeze I get on the inside. Okay, so when I'm here, I can get a great squeeze on the inside of my bicep. And being lean like this, as I'm doing it, I'll be able to see the fibers start to really go through. And that's me over years of it, but that's how I'm still able to distinguish INSO. And I figured that out being very lean. And then the closer I go, the more the outside of the bicep and then the brachialis that I start to work. And as I get leaner, as I was getting leaner years ago and now, I can actually see it all occur, the separation between the bicep, the brachialis, and the tricep. And I'd be fucking here. And on the machines, you're able to keep a tempo because you're taking out a lot of those stabilizer muscles, and you're able to work with the tempo. Up, slow, up, slow, up, slow. Get a great squeeze on the top. Nice stretch, squeeze at the top, as well as your positioning. In here, if I lean forward in here, say like more of a neutral, I'm here, getting a good squeeze, but that stretch isn't as great. Whereas if I lean back, the stretch is much greater. Now, look how exposed my biceps are. They're vulnerable. They could fucking snap. If I use too much weight, I'm like, they could fucking snap because look at the distance I have to cover from here to here. Okay, meanwhile, if I lean into it, not as vulnerable. I got a little more stable. Still great, but you're still doing the same fucking exercise. But pay attention to the physics of the exercise, the vulnerability, if you will, of being out here versus up on top of it. And this is the fun part about working out. We're able to sit here and go through this exercise and just do it yourself. Figure it out. Manipulate the exercise, not to make it fucking easier, boys and girls, but to see what's gonna benefit you the most. And it's not just one set or one workout. It could take multiple. It could take weeks to figure out what works for you because you have to see, you're not just gonna get huge in one day. You're not gonna get fat from one meal. You're not gonna get thin from one salad. You're not gonna get huge arbs from one set or one workout. It takes time. So as you're doing this exercise, pay attention to it all. The body position, the hand placement, the weight, and understand, like I said, the exposure you are to an exercise from a danger perspective. Because biceps, you see people tearing biceps from doing certain exercise, you're like, fuck. So with this, like I said, the wider you go, the more inside. The closer, the more outside, more brachialis. But then also at the same time, pay attention to the tempo and your exposure from being back here. Look, that thing could just pop. So I'm in, like you'll see me lean in, put my ass out. So, me looking in the mirror here, like I don't know if you can see it, like I can see it, but the separation between the bicep, the brachialis, and the tricep, like this is like my favorite fucking photograph of Arnold. That's why you see me doing it in every single video, leaning up, the shoulders, the roundness, and then like in it, like I was saying, the separation between the tricep, the brachialis, and the bicep, into hitting a most muscular, like a hands clasped. You can see it. You can see how it creeps up into there. You're just like, fuck yeah, is that cool? It was one of my favorite parts about getting lean, getting ready for a show, going from fucking big, thick, wide shouldered and then moving into it and you're like, fuck, is that cool? Same with the side tricep. When you see the separation between all of it, all the fibers in your shoulders, into it all, I love it. It'll never get old. I'll be 55 years old still doing this shit. I will be, it don't matter. Even though my arms will probably be half the size, I'll still, like right before a shower, I'll still go in, hit my shots, fucking shake the leg and be like, Hannah, what do you think? What do you think, babe, huh? She'll be like, you're fucking, hasn't changed in 25 years. feel like I could eat a pizza right now. Well, I never eat pizza. I never ate pizza on camera, huh?
No. That's like illegal to your fucking channel.
I just watched that fucking, what's the dude that smokes cigs? That young kid with the big monster? Connor or
Shan's, bro.
Yeah, that guy. I just saw a short of those two dudes, and they were eating pizza. They were like, "Oh, we're eating 100 pizzas."
I ate 7,000 calories.
But anyway, they were eating. He's like, "We got 100 pizza." They were eating 50 slices each, and that fucking dude housed pizzas.
He put 50 down?
Yeah, the big dude put fucking 50 down, and he was like making fun of him. He's like, "Ooh."
Then smoked a cig and drank Henny. Had a monster.
Listen, I can't say anything because that's like, it's funny. I'm glad that they're degenerates. But yeah, that dude, he's a fucking riot. But I was like, I haven't done anything, and being with the guys on Bro Chat, like Ian and Fuad, they can fucking eat. And I haven't done an eating challenge or anything like it. So if there is anything, everybody, put it in the fucking comments. If there's something you'd like to see me try, I'd love to do it. Fuck myself up for like a week, but it'd be fun, right?
Well, let's just do pizza.
Just do pizza. just do pizza.
Eat a full pizza.
Oh, it's fucking funny. See it. I want to hear it. Old school concentration curls. Arnold used to do them. He did them in pumping iron. That's where I got the technique from. I like it. Again, as I'm doing it, you can see I was making the connection, a good squeeze. I would say that this form of a concentration curl, you saw me with a free elbow. Some people sit here and they'll prop it up here. I was just kind of a freak because I'm able to still get a good contraction on my bicep. I'd say it's more intermediate to advanced for sure, rather than something here that you're getting a good squeeze. I'm using a little heavier weight. With that free elbow, I would use less weight if I was putting it up against my leg. I already did something similar to it with the heavier preacher curls. So yeah, I'm happy with these two exercises for biceps. I could do another one. I could right now go and do some alternating dumbbell curls, okay? Do 2 or 3 sets of those and then go into 2 sets of a cable curl. And then so I did my heavy preachers, alternating dumbbell curls, and move into some type of concentration curl with a cable. That right there, again, you could do 2 or 3 sets with the alternating dumbbell curls, 3 to 4 preacher, 2 to 3 alternating dumbbell curls, and then 2 concentrations, or even 1 like fucking all-out failure set on concentration curls with the cables. So, and again, these are your workouts. Depending on the time frame that you have, the tempo you want to keep, the weights that you're using, it's all you building this out. It's also the fun of push-pull legs and just working out in general. But yeah, I like concentration curls. I've been doing these forever. I've gotten better at them because I probably was doing them when I shouldn't have, because I saw pumping iron once. I just wanted to come in the gym like Arnold. No matter how old I get, I'll still think like fibers in the bicep are cool, getting leaner. They're like boobs. I like seeing boobs. I don't care if you see boobs first time, last time, how many times you see them, they're still cool. Still like fucking bicep veins, lat vein, still cool. It's fun. Any young kid watching this that's late teens, early 20s, and every old guy's like, yep, doesn't change in your head, dude. Boobs are so cool, bicep veins are sick, and whenever you get in really good shape, you're fascinated by it and you're excited for it. I love it. But everybody, tons of cool shit. More Seth cuts, fucking old school pump covers in the 50/50 is coming. They're coming at a great price. You're gonna like it. You're gonna love it. But as always, the description, the workout is in the description. Keep doing a good job. Keep your head on straight. Work hard. Shit's tough, okay? Like I said about that video, thank you guys for all the support. Watch it, send it to people that you think could benefit from it. Lock the fuck in on your goals. Don't make no excuses, just keep working. The work is worth it. That right there, those 4 letters. Hardworking motherfucker. You don't gotta be the tallest, you don't gotta be the most handsome, you don't gotta be the fucking smartest in the world, okay? Just be you and work ungodly hard at it. Whatever it is that you're going to do for that given moment, you work your fucking balls off at. You're going to work, go to work. With your family, be the best fucking dad you can be the best fucking husband you can be. Going to fuck the old lady, fuck her so good that she doesn't forget it. The whole 9, everybody, be you. World's better with you in it. Give her a good slap, let her know you love her, be good motherfuckers.